Hello universe, my name is Adalberto, I'm 24 years old and I live in Portugal at the moment. I'm making this video to actually remind me myself tomorrow that I have an addiction problem and that I want to actually change the way that things are going in my life. I have an addiction in all kinds of pleasures. I have an addiction in sugar, I have addiction in sex, I have addiction in porn, I have addiction in drugs, I have addiction in procrastination, I have addiction in shorts, spending too much time with bullshit. I have I have a problem with commitment and self-commitment. And that actually ruined most of my relationships, not only as a friend, like with friends and with family, with loved ones, you know. Partilhar, como se diz partilhar, caralho? I just want to actually exchange. I just want to share my experience with the people that want to listen to this. And if you have the same problem, you don't need to tell me everything, but if you actually overcome addiction and self-knowing problems and mental health, after all, be free to exchange and express yourself on the comments. So I'm just making this video because I do want to remember myself that tomorrow I will have to fight strongly against addiction and lack of commitment, you know, because I do feel that over these 5 years that I take drugs, and drugs obviously helped me at the beginning because I was in the deep hole, and drugs have actually make me feel something at the beginning. So, otherwise I would probably be dead if it wasn't drugs. So this is not to put drugs as the bad guy, or you know, it's just to actually remember myself that balance is the most important thing. After all, everything that you do in excess is gonna be harmful for you. So the reason of the video, I'm basically exposing myself to the world on subjects that I don't speak with my family or friends. A couple of friends actually. I'm trying to stop smoking weed and hashish with a friend. I think it will be I think that I will be more effective if I expose myself to the world, you know, behind the camera. So in these next years, I just want to share with you how it's going, the fight against addiction and life struggles, you know, and actually show you not everything at the beginning, because I don't think that I'm gonna be able to actually show you everything, but with the time I'm gonna get more comfortable with this and actually achieve my dreams, you know. Because since I actually take drugs, I never had actually really a big self-control of it. I probably take it to feel other ways. So, but as the movie Asterix and Obelix, everything that you take in excess, in some time gonna come back to you and not make you feel the way that you was feeling at the beginning. Actually gonna do the total opposite. Yeah, so basically it's this. Normally maybe tomorrow I will make another video. I will let you know if I did take any. I will not stop with sugar like from day to night, obviously, but I will start slow. For sure, heavy drugs I will stop at least for a month, because I do believe in drugs, but not the way that I was doing. You know, drugs are therapeutic, though drugs exist since the beginning of history. So um, and people take drugs, plants, I would say, as a spiritual and meaningful thing, something that actually gonna give you a message and gonna teach you something, not something that you should take as a banal thing that you do every day, like drinking water. What do I have to say more? I don't know. I will stop by here. This video gonna probably have a lot of cuts because I did break myself a lot of times. I don't know if the word is good. Never mind. My English gonna get better because I'm gonna do all the content in English, and this is the most spoken language on this world. So yeah, I hope you have all a really nice life. So I'm gonna just complete the video that I did before, and I'm gonna enumerate you the drugs that I have addictions in. I do have addictions to drugs because I am around drugs all the time. I came from a background where drugs are pretty common, not on my mama's side, but on my father's side. It's not because of my father, because I never lived with her, with he. But yeah, I basically discovered drugs at 19, at the time of my life where I didn't feel that I have feeling. I thought that I was some kind of robot. I just didn't have any empathy for human beings. I had the suicide thoughts. I was far away from believing in religion. I don't care if you believe in Jesus or Buddha. I do know that in every religion there is truth and lies. So yeah, I like to explore that part, but I know that it's important to actually arrive at some place with something that you believe in. I'm getting too much to other way with this video, so I'm gonna just spoke the drugs that I have addiction with. So cocaine, marijuana, or weed, hashish. I had ketamine for a time, but since I don't have anyone to sell me, I don't take it. But yeah, I do have a problem with that too. 2CB, LSD I had for a time, but never was a drug that I take it regularly all the time. I would say that actually was the best drug on the sense that would make me align again for a moment. But at the end of the day, the only thing that's gonna align you is your head, your thought, your word, and your action. If you don't have alignment in that, it's impossible to do something actually work for a long time, you know. Today I did take a lot of drugs. Today I take like 5 drugs, so it was probably because of that I get to the realization that I do not know myself. I wouldn't say that it's because of drugs, but drugs don't help on that sense, because drugs are like a switcher of emotions and sensations in one of the points of sensation, I would say, I don't know, of the senses, you know, of your 7 or 6 senses. Yeah, basically that probably there is more drugs on the list, but I'm not remember the name of other, like 3MM. I did try speed, never tried meth, never tried coke, because I came from a hood where those kind of drugs, you know, that you take one time and it's probably lost. So yeah.